Welcome back to my channel, y'all. And today we are going to be doing the best southern fried fish sandwich. And y'all, sandwiches are not just simple. This is an entire meal, okay? It is so delicious with that crispy, flaky fish. And then we're also going to be doing tartar sauce and a quick coleslaw from scratch. Let's go. So I am starting out with about half of a head of cabbage that I just sliced up and shredded. And then we're going to do the vinaigrette, which is going to start with some olive oil. And so for this coleslaw, I chose not to do a mayo based because we're going to do tartar sauce. So we're going to be adding red wine. You can also use an apple cider vinegar, but I like the taste of red wine better. I'm going to add sugar and some celery, salt, just a few sprinkles. But of course, I'll have all of the measurements in the description box. I'm also using minced onion instead of fresh onion because I don't want it to overpower the sandwich, and the mince has a little bit more saltiness to it. Just a quick squeeze of some Dijon mustard, but you can use whatever you have. Again, minced garlic, which I like a lot because it's pickled, and then some smoked paprika, which is one of my favorite seasonings, just to give it a little smokiness. And then, of course, some fresh ground pepper and just a tiny bit of salt. And so mix it up and just taste it to make sure that the flavors are right. But I do want to have just a balance of a little bit of salt, a little bit of sweet, and then just give it a light toss. Make sure everything is coated, and then we're just going to cover this up. Put this in the refrigerator, and it's going to start to marry and wilt that cabbage, and it's going to be so good. All right, so next we're starting with mayo, which I'm starting with salad dressing, a Miracle Whip, sugar, salt, fresh ground pepper, and then this is the kicker, capers, dry dill, and then parsley, some lemon juice, and then a couple of slices of dill pickles. Now let me tell you guys, you can make a quick tartar sauce, but let me tell you what puts it over the top are the capers. So get capers if you want to have this recipe. It is so good. I'm telling you, just trust me on this. So just gonna add in some parsley, which you can do as much or as little as you want, but on the dill, do not overdo it, just a little bit, okay, like a quarter of a teaspoon. And just gonna mix the rest of the ingredients together and mix it well. Also, if you have not already, don't forget to subscribe. So while I'm making this tartar sauce, go ahead and click that button right now. And for those who already have, thank y'all so much for the support. I truly appreciate you guys, and welcome to the family. So I am just mixing this well all together, and again, gonna just put some plastic wrap over the top, throw it in the refrigerator, and let it sit. So on the fish, I have some fresh catfish fillets that I've split in half. And then I also had my husband slice up some potatoes with this new mandolin he bought me. And then I am going to do for my wet batter some buttermilk and hot sauce. And then seasoning blend is going to be fresh ground pepper, Old Bay seasoning, and then a package of Louisiana Fish Fry, which is lemon flavored. Now, you can omit the hot sauce, that is perfectly fine, but I just, again, this is a southern style, and I think of southern, I think of well seasoned and a little bit of kick. Also, the Old Bay is going to give you another kick of flavor. It's going to give you a little bit of bite, but you can just substitute that for regular all-purpose seasoning if you want. But just going to mix that really well all together in your seasoning, and then you can just make sure to taste your flour and make sure it's good enough. And then I'm just going to go into the wet and the dry. So on the fish, when I put it into the fish fry, I don't squeeze that. You don't want to have a hard, crunchy shell on your fish. So just do a light coating and then put it on your sheet. So be gentle with your fish, okay? So checking the temperature on the grease for the chips that we're going to be doing, as well as the fish. So the chips are going to be right around 350, and then on the fish I had it at about 365. The temperatures will drop once you put the fish in, but there you go. You just flip them after a couple of minutes. It is a quick fry. Fish doesn't take but a minute or two to cook on each side. So watch it and make sure it doesn't burn. And then I'm just gonna remove some of those chips here, and then I'm gonna add another batch, and then the fish should be ready to come out here now in just a second. But look how golden brown these are. I'm telling you, and it tastes so good. Oh, Kirkland's, okay? So yeah, if you guys go to Costco, or if you have a local fish market, it's so good. So I have some brioche buns, and I'm just going to put a good helping of that tartar sauce on there, and then that tangy coleslaw that was super easy. And it just, listen you guys, it just gives it that extra kick. It is so good, and that crunchiness, look at that. And here you go, honey. Look at that. It is so beautiful. And again, you can always do a regular coleslaw with the traditional mayo, but that you don't want it to take away from the tartar sauce, because this tartar sauce is so delicious. And then the brioche bun, come on, all that buttery goodness. I'm telling you, just layer upon layer of flavor. And then look at this, that flaky fish, and then that light crispy coating. But here you go, baby. Go on and take that bite now. Look at those flakes and that. So good. You guys try this out. This is one of those quick meals. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that when I post a new video, you'll be the first to know. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe and like this video. And also, new recipes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And for those who are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next time in my new video. Bye, y'all.